back to Stop.Sit.Surrogate with Kennedy and Ellen.
Hello.
Today we have a fellow surrogate. Yay!
A new fellow surrogate.
New one. Baby just like born not too long ago. But we'll let her give all that info.
Yeah.
Want to introduce yourself and tell us, if you want to tell us where you're from, you can. You don't have to.
Okay. I am Autumn. I'm from Jersey, and I just had a baby in October, my surrogate baby.
Amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
How you feeling?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I felt good even after just had the baby. I felt amazing. I barely felt like I had a baby.
Oh my gosh. Because then you don't have to deal with all the newborn stuff.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
big. Isn't that the plus? Oh,
it's
heck
so
yes.
nice. You just gotta care about yourself.
It's the best feeling.
I say Jersey. I'm from Philadelphia originally, and I have all kinds of relatives in Jersey. They live in used to live in Mickleton, and now they're in I don't know the other place, sorry, but it's nice back there.
It is. It's just expensive. Jersey is so expensive.
Go figure. Everywhere. Everywhere.
And you don't really have that like Jersey accent.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been there all your life?
Yep.
Wow.
Funny.
Okay.
I mean, I only have the Jersey Shore to base my accent off of. So like I know that they're like thick.
Very thick. Yes. Extremely.
Such great role models. Oh my God.
Well, okay. Well, let's just jump right in. So then how did you find out about surrogacy? Like, did you grow up with it or?
I did not grow up with it. I really couldn't tell you what introduced me to surrogacy, but I did have a childhood friend and he was gay. And one day my mom asked me so randomly, because he was like my best friend, and she was like, "Would you carry his child?" And I'm like, "Yeah, actually, I would do that." Not knowing anything about pregnancy or anything, I was like, "Yes, that is something I would do."
Wow.
But turns out he doesn't want that when I actually started looking into it, but that's basically where it came from. And I just researched it.
And you like, different reasons for getting into surrogacy. We all know that. Obviously you had a baby of your own. That went well, that pregnancy. And so pregnancy does suit you, I should say. Pregnancy, you're okay with it.
I actually didn't have, I had a rough start to my first pregnant, with my daughter. But I read every pregnancy is different. So I was like, why not give it a shot? And it's true. Every pregnancy is different.
Wow.
Oh my 100%. Gosh.
Good for you.
Look at you. Okay. Because you're young,
right?
Yeah. Like
very.
I mean, I was young too. So I mean, I get you. Like,
but 21. You're the only one I know, Kennedy, that's that young, that's started like early 20s.
I will say, Autumn, I've never met somebody else who started as young as
me either. You're my first.
Because a lot of people that I've talked to, and maybe if you've talked to them as well, like they're like, oh man, I wish I would have known like sooner, or so good for you.
And I will give you two kudos. It takes a sense of a very deep sense of maturity to be able to go through this and do this. And typically younger 20s really don't have that, but clearly you two do. And I'm sure there's a ton of other people that do as well, but it's I don't know, it's what do you want to call it? I can't clap enough for both of you. Like, it's because the more younger surrogates that can do this and feel that they can do this, I think, what am I trying to say? The more
opportunities that will be given to intended parents.
That, and also typically the younger you are, the healthier you are per se, right? And I don't want to say the younger you are, the less complications you're going to have. That's not true because we've talked to people, but
better chances.
Statistics go that way, right? Better chances. And to know if you want to do it again, like you could skip a couple of years and do it again, and then skip a couple of years and do it again, whereas you're not doing it in your mid 30s and cramming it all into like 4 years.
Yeah. So, well, fun fact that I know Autumn will talk about, but she's gonna do it sooner than a couple years. But no, okay, wait. We'll keep going, girl. I told you I stopped you. Okay,
so that's how she finds out. So how do you find your agency?
So I took like 6 months to just research the topic of surrogacy, and it's something I actually am interested in doing. And doing that, I also researched some top agencies that just popped up in the internet. You just look up agencies on the internet, they just pop up, and I didn't really look too much into them. But then I got a DM from a case manager from this one agency that I didn't even look into. I don't know how she found out about I was looking through surrogacy. It was very odd, but she was a former surrogate, and she made me feel very comfortable. Like, she talked me through everything, and she made me feel very comfortable. I was confident, and she was going to be with me throughout the whole thing. And I looked at the agency, and it had good reviews, so I was like, okay, let's go.
So did you start looking then when you were 20?
Yes.
Okay.
Right when I turned 20.
Right. Okay. And so then is the agency that you're talking about, are they in Jersey or were they out of your state?
They're in California.
Oh, wow. So you came out to California for all like pre-testing and everything? And did you come out here for the transfer too?
Yep, I did.
Wow. Did you go to San Diego or LA?
I went to Irvine.
Neither or. Okay.
Irvine. Nice. Okay. That's really close to me. Yeah, Irvine.
It's very pretty. I love it.
Right.
And it's also exceedingly expensive. But okay, so with this agency, what was I gonna say? With the agency then, did you know going in like what you were looking for like a couple, or were you just like, hey, anybody works?
I was pretty open. It was like anything they want, I'm interested in. Like, I don't have any.
Wow, you're a dream.
I know.
Yeah, you're an agency's like, you want them. Yeah. Did you end up with same sex or heterosexual or single? Heterosexual.
Okay. Very cool. So were they from the States or are they international?
They're international.
Oh, they are international. Very cool. I like doing international surrogacies.
Look at that, from across the globe, all the way over on the East Coast, wherever the international is, and everybody meeting in California to get this done. It's amazing.
Pretty much.
It really is. It is, guys. It's crazy.
So, okay.
Can you tell us where they're from or no? I want to know.
They're from China.
From where?
China.
China.
Was there a language barrier?
The mother spoke like broken English, so I could still understand her.
Got it. Did you use WeChat?
Yes.
Yeah, so that helps. I have that too. That helps a lot.
Yes,
did you oh gosh, now I have so many questions because it's heterosexual and it's from China. So how did like appointments work?
So I actually did not meet them in person until after I gave birth, actually.
Wild.
Yeah, so I went to appointments. My boyfriend came with me for the big appointments like ultrasound and stuff like that. But little appointments, I just went by myself. I took many pictures for them and just gave them a summary after the appointment.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But for my medical screening, she has family in California. So her aunt actually came with me to meet me at my medical screening and transfer.
Oh my gosh.
Was that awkward for you?
A little bit, because her aunt did not speak any English at all. So we needed a translator, but she was nice. She was a very nice person.
So did the agency send a translator?
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, how very interesting.
Very.
So
that's crazy.
Okay. So how did your I was gonna jump, but so how did your pregnancy go then? Like, was it smooth?
In the beginning, it was a little rough. I had a hematoma at 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It didn't resolve until like my 20-week scan, basically. Yeah.
Gosh.
It was getting bigger too at first. So they were like really worried. They put me on pelvic rest, and I think around 15 weeks, it started to shrink.
Yeah. 15 weeks it started to shrink, so it never popped? It never...
Thankfully, no.
Oh my, that's amazing. Because usually they form, and I don't know if yours did, but behind like the egg sac. In infertility, that's like in vitro. I don't know where it formed, but it went away. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That really is, because that would have freaked somebody, like everybody out, like if you started to bleed and not know what it is.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Hearing a hematoma too, it just sounds very like, oh gosh, what is that?
Yeah,
Right.
it sounds scary. And it's not that talked about too, because like a lot of surrogates didn't know about it until they got it themselves.
Right.
Yep.
How did they find it? On a scan?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
wild. How
And
crazy.
did you say you were on bed rest because of it or no?
I was on pelvic rest.
Pelvic
pelvic
rest.
rest?
What does
Okay,
that entail?
explain that.
Yes, tell us.
Well, so I just took it easy. I wasn't like fully, completely bedridden. I just
Okay.
don't pick up your kid. I actually
that's
stopped
hard.
working because I was a waitress. So
Oh
it was like a
gosh.
lot of lifting, carrying,
Yeah.
walking. So I
Okay.
stopped for the time being anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
That seemed to work because then your body just reabsorbed it all, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
Okay, so I want to jump back just a little bit. So you decide to be a surrogate and you say, let's go with your boyfriend first. You say, hey, babe, I want to be a surrogate. And he says,
He was very confident from the beginning. I
oh,
told
good.
him that I was looking into being a surrogate, and it's something that I'm really interested in doing. This was after I already did my research and made sure that's something I actually wanted to do before even bringing it up to him to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And he was on board from the beginning. He was like, if this is something
Oh.
you want to do, I think that's great, and I'm going to support you however I can. And I'm like, thank you.
Oh,
That's amazing.
yeah,
Wow.
that's amazing. And I'm assuming he's like
Still
around your
around.
age.
Yes, he's 22 now.
Yeah. So wow, for
See,
him to
that's a lot
be,
of maturity there too.
yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. That's more kudos to him. Like pat him on the back from me because that's impressive. 'Cause seriously, 22 and he's
Yeah.
supporting you through a pregnancy that's not even his child. Like
Yeah. No,
that's
that's
a
a
rare
lot.
one. Keep him. Yeah. Mhm. No, seriously, that's rare.
It
Yeah.
is definitely.
Oh.
Golly. Was he in the delivery room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
look
how
at that. Oh, I
good.
love it. I love it. Oh, we're interviewing him next. Tell him to get ready.
Oh my God, Ellen. Jesus. Okay. So you tell him, and then how does your family react?
Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
my mom was supportive from the beginning, just like him. She
Oh,
she was a little bit scared about
sure.
how my well-being,
Yes.
how I'm medically me.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's going to be okay. I mean,
Yeah.
there could be complications, but it's going to be okay. We're gonna do this, and if a complication comes up, we're gonna work through it. And she was like, okay, I support you, and you're an adult. It's your decision. My dad, on the other hand, did not support me whatsoever. He didn't really know much about surrogacy, so he was not
Mm,
behind it at all. He was
yeah.
scared for my well-being,
Yeah.
and we didn't talk for almost my entire pregnancy.
Wait,
Oh, Autumn, I'm so
I am
sorry.
too. Do you live with them or are you on your own?
We currently live with my boyfriend's parents.
Okay. Okay. So mom and dad are elsewhere.
Yes,
Your mom and dad. Okay.
they're divorced.
Oh, they're okay. Oh, that's a shame that he did.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, I'm
He
so
actually
sorry.
was remarrying, and towards the end of my pregnancy, we started communicating more, and his wedding was coming up, so I was in the wedding. But
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
he looked into
okay.
surrogacy more, and I guess he was like, "Well, this is happening. She's pregnant." I was like 6 months pregnant, I want to say, is when we started talking again, and he looked
Wow.
into surrogacy, and he was pretty okay with it at that point.
Okay.
Okay. He just had to educate himself
So,
Yep,
for comfort.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, absolutely. That's kind of why we started this, because all the stigma that's put on surrogacy, and
Mhm.
it's not supposed to be in a bad light. You're an amazing person for doing what you did
Right.
at such a young age.
And
thank
it
you.
doesn't affect just the surrogate. Like there's all these like the feelers go out and I'm sure it affect you said your child is a daughter, a girl?
Yep,
How old is she right now?
she turned 2 in September.
So did
Um,
she understand it a little bit?
I would tell her there's a baby in mom's tummy, and she'd rub it, and she'd kiss it, and baby. She didn't understand fully yet,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
right.
she understood. And then I came home after having the baby, and I said, baby's all gone. And she hasn't pointed at my belly and said
Yeah.
baby ever since. Like, baby's all gone. Went to family.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's such because I mean my son was around the same age too, and so it was very much like, yeah, like it wasn't our baby. Like you just face it and you don't make a big deal about it. And if you don't make a big deal about it,
Yeah.
she clearly didn't make a big deal about it. And she was like, okay, cool. Now I have mom back. Like, let's have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can
Right.
jump on mom's belly again. Like,
Right.
Aw.
Exactly. Mom can hold me. Mom can run. Mom can do all these fun things. Oh, that's super cool. That's
Did you
super
have a
awesome.
vaginal birth with the surrogate baby?
yes, I did.
Okay, good for
Oh,
you.
good.
Good for
So
you.
Okay, so you're chugging along through this journey with pretty much nothing after the hematoma, just like living your life. And so then how does, because now I'm like curious about delivery. So like you,
Well, can we go back for 1 sec?
Sure.
Did they just implant one egg?
Yes.
And did they know it was going to be a certain sex? Did they choose all of that ahead of time? They did know boy? Okay.
Yep.
Was your couple older?
I would say they're in their late 30s. I think it was like late 30s, early 40s.
Okay. Yeah.
And their first baby?
Yes.
Wow.
How fun. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now you can.
Okay. Well, so you guys would talk. So how often, I guess, how often would you guys talk though?
Yeah.
I would say at least every 2 weeks, sometimes every week, at least every 2 weeks, especially when there's an appointment. We would, just chat a little bit. She'd ask me how I'm doing, back and forth.
Did you find that hard to, I don't even know, develop a connection with them and them with you being so distant and them not coming in for any visits until after the baby?
A little bit, yeah. They weren't as involved as I was going into this thinking like the IPs were going to be very involved. But I think it was just maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Tradition?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like their culture. Right. It's like their culture.
Yes.
They don't get too involved in it, I guess. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I was okay with it. It was she was nice. She was a lovely woman. Her husband was a lovely man. It's just they weren't as involved as I was hoping for.
Yeah.
So can I ask, and then we can go back to like the delivery and everything, but how come they didn't come for the birth? I get they're international. I get you can't.
They did come for they weren't there for the birth. They were there after.
Yes.
After. Like how long after?
A day after.
A day.
Way after.
Yes.
A day.
A day after.
Okay. Were you early?
Then just talk.
Mm-hmm.
You were early. How many?
I was 36 weeks in 1 day.
Okay.
Right.
And they're planning like 40, so they were going to come maybe a couple weeks after that. Like
they were coming at 37 weeks.
I just missed them.
Yeah. Well, they were in the States actually. Since I was 20 weeks. But they were all the way in California.
Oh, with her family.
Yep. Got it. Okay. Oh, well, that makes it better that they could get to
They could get to you sooner rather than.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go into labor early, and like were they on watch for that, or that just like was sudden?
It was very sudden. My water broke at like I think it was 7 o'clock at night. My water just broke when I was doing the laundry.
Oh gosh.
And it wasn't like a big gush, it was just trickles. And I was like, babe, I think I peed myself. This doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
So I just changed my pants and kept going and just little gushes. And I was like, this isn't right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I called my OB, I told my agency, I told my IPs, and they knew my water broke. Like they were like, but I just want to make sure your water broke, so they go to the hospital. And I was like, okay, you're right. Let's go to the hospital, make sure it broke. But I know my body.
Right.
This isn't right.
Yeah.
And so they weren't gonna get on a plane right away unless it was my water, So I went and the hospital in Philadelphia. I was delivering out of Philadelphia.
So how long of a drive? I know New Jersey and Philadelphia can be kind of close depending on where you are, but how long of a drive?
That was an hour and 20, I want to say, drive for me.
That's still a long time when you think your water broke and you may start contracting. Like, Jesus.
It was very light contractions.
Okay.
That's good. Okay. Wow. So you get to the hospital and
I told them my water broke, I think, and I'm pretty sure my water broke, and they were like, okay, let's just check you out. They checked me out. It is my water that in fact broke. I was like 2 centimeters dilated, and they were like, okay, let's wait a little bit and see if you progress. And if you don't, we're going to have to give you Pitocin. So we waited till morning, and at like, I think it was 7 a.m. in the morning, they started Pitocin because I wasn't contracting as much as they wanted to and progressing as much as they wanted to. I was like 3 centimeters by 7 a.m. Like it was nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they started inducing me, and it went pretty quick. I want to say I delivered him at 12
in the afternoon.
Yep.
5
that
hours?
Went very quick.
From 3 to baby? Lord, you go, girl. Oh my God. Did you get an epidural? Or was it just?
I did.
Okay.
I tried to handle the contractions as much as I could. I tried to hold off.
No.
I was like, nope, I'm getting it. I was at I think it was 6 centimeters when I got it.
Wow, that's impressive too. Jeez.
That is.
You've got a good pain tolerance. Wow.
I was trying so hard.
Did you have an epidural with your daughter?
I did. I got to the hospital at 6 centimeters with my daughter and got epidural at 7.
So you knew your limitations. You're like 6 centimeters, and that's
I was
when
like, this is it.
tapping out.
I'm done.
Yeah.
So it's at, I don't know, your water you think broke around 7 at night. You got to the hospital, I'm saying by 9 or 10ish, maybe, I don't know, right?
Hospital around like 10 something.
Okay. And you call, and at that point you tell them, hey, the water did break. And in California, that's 7 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So do they hop on a plane or do they wait till morning?
They waited till morning to hop on a plane. The hospital staff was a little upset about that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, come on.
No, I mean
3 hours earlier, like they could have made that.
If they could. 6-hour plane ride.
Big time could have made that.
The minute I told them the hospital confirmed my water, but they would have made it, but that's their, I don't want to be mean, but that's their fault. They
correct.
Totally.
You did everything you were supposed to do. Yep.
Absolutely. You gave them all the information that you had, and they chose to do with it what they wanted.
Their choice.
So when did they get there? Oh, wait. Who was in the room with you? Who was your support people? Was it just your boyfriend?
Yes, it was my boyfriend.
Okay. Awesome.
And your daughter is being watched? Hold on. This is what I'm saying. It affects everybody. Your daughter's being watched by mom, maybe, or
my boyfriend's sister watched her for a little bit, and then my mom took her for like the weekend.
Very sweet.
Sweet. Okay. So how is boyfriend doing with like, they're not here. Like what, like, but I'm here. He
was kind of mad, like the hospital was. He was like, how are you just gonna not hop on a plane right away, But I was mad at first, but I'm like, that's on them. And he was just there supporting me throughout the whole thing. He was very relaxed. It wasn't our baby, so don't have to worry about bringing a baby home. No anxiety. So he was just a good support person, rubbing my back. He was perfect.
Nice.
Oh, great. Okay, so baby is born at like noon. And mom and dad are
nowhere to be found. On a plane. He's
they were on the plane at that point. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So then Autumn, baby's born.
Yeah.
Birth plan is probably just upside down now because maybe parents were supposed to be there. Did baby get put on your chest? Did you hold baby first?
They asked me before I delivered him what I wanted because we knew they weren't going to make it. Like with how I was progressing, we knew. And I was like, well, since she's not going to be here, I'd like you to put the baby on me.
Okay.
They did, and after they put the baby on me, they clipped the cord. He rested on me for a little bit, and then they took him, cleaned him up, and they were like, do you want to hold him or do you want to send him off to the nursery? And I was like, hold him because he just got delivered and he deserves a warm body,
Good for you. Good for you.
And so I held him. I got 2 golden hours with him, me and my boyfriend.
Wow.
Yep.
Did your daughter get to come and see him?
No.
Okay.
Was that something that was important for you to have her be at, or like not so much because she's so little?
Honestly, no, because she's so little. If she was like maybe 3, I would definitely bring her. But no, it wasn't that important.
Yeah. Did anybody else in your family come, or was it just you and your boyfriend with the 2 hours?
It was just me and my boyfriend.
Oh, how sweet! I got the goosebumps. That's so sweet. I love that.
How big was he? Can you share?
It was 6 pounds 4 ounces.
Oh, baby at 36 weeks. Wow.
Yes, very. He was ready.
Yeah, seriously. Wow. You poor thing if you went full term.
Exactly. I was so scared.
Because you're teeny.
So he was born early. Did he have any complications, or he was okay?
He was a perfect, chunky, healthy baby boy.
Oh my gosh. He was just ready.
He was like, I'm out.
Did they ask you to pump for them, or did they immediately go start bottle?
I told them I'd come for them, and they were open to it, so they were like, okay. And so I just started pumping colostrum. I sent it to the nursery.
Oh, nice.
Sweet of you. And I mean, from what I saw, aren't you still pumping?
I actually just recently stopped.
Okay.
4 days now. I'm off pump.
Oh, there you go.
So,
and Wait. Oh, okay. Go ahead. You have a
ahead.
question. Go. No, go, Elle.
Because if she was pumping up till 4 days ago, are they still in the States waiting to get passports to go home? Or are you sending it all? I'm lost.
No, they only wanted the first week of breast milk. So they actually paid for me to stay in Philadelphia in a hotel room, the same hotel they were in.
For a week?
Yep, for a week. Me, my daughter, and my boyfriend. Yep, I went home, grabbed my daughter, and went right back to Philadelphia.
Wow,
Huh.
that was nice.
That's super nice.
How did you feel about that? Like, you're smiling. Was that a cool thing for you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it. I wasn't laying around after I delivered the baby. We went to the zoo, we went to the museum, like we were everywhere.
You were living it.
It was a nice little trip.
Yeah.
My daughter, because towards the end of my pregnancy, we were kind of cooped up in the house.
Yeah.
So while we were there, we went to like the Police Touch Museum and stuff like that. It was really nice.
How cool. I do love that. I love that you did something fun with her and was like kind of like a thank you to like your daughter. Like you don't know that like you helped mommy, but you did. And so that's really cool.
So the reason that they had you come and stay in the hotel where they were staying was for the first week of breast milk? Was that what it was for? And then they obviously took baby right out of the hospital like the day they got there, or did he stay 24 hours?
I think he stayed 3 days actually.
Really? That's a long time.
Well, he was preemie, wasn't he? Technically?
Then I don't want to put them on blast, but they did something in the hospital room, like their hospital room. They had their own separate room that wasn't a good environment for the baby to be in.
Sure.
So he had to stay a little longer, and they had to be observed by someone in the room.
Got you.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It is. I was very upset when I heard about it, actually. Like, I'm like, what are you gonna do? You can't, I'm not the baby's parents, so it's like, you know?
Right. You literally, you can't do anything. At that point, you did your healthy job and got that baby to where he needed to be.
Now I'm curious.
Oh God, Elle, don't cry.
No, I don't want to ask anything else, but does the agency step in with that, or does the hospital step in with that?
The hospital.
Okay, thank you.
I don't even know that the hospital, we found out because the hospital didn't tell us. My boyfriend walked out to give the the nurse's station paperwork, and he saw on the whiteboard, written on the whiteboard, what they did. I was like, he came back in the room. He was like, "You're not gonna believe what I just saw on the nurse's whiteboard."
Oh my God.
What? It scared me.
Yeah. That's interesting that anybody could have seen that whiteboard. I wonder if that's HIPAA violation, but that's a whole nother issue.
Right?
Yeah. Because I'm a nurse. I wonder if that's a HIPAA violation.
Well, too late. Been there, done that. It's done now. But no, I mean, I have a couple things in my mind, and like, so I can get the gist. But wow, that's
And how sad for Autumn. Like, you just did this beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I was so emotional. Emotional.
Oh yeah. Well, it's kind of like I'm trying to put myself in your shoes, and it kind of feels maybe like a bit of a punch in the gut or like a slap to the face, because it's just like, oh hey, thanks for like all your hard work, or like we don't care as much as like we should.
They had like very, I wouldn't say strict stuff in their contract, but like I couldn't dye my hair. They didn't even want me painting my nails. So it's like, for you to do something like this, while I sacrificed a lot for, you know? It didn't rub me right, you know? Like,
no, of course, because it's kind of that's extremely hypocritical for them to be like, oh, you can't have these smells, shall I put it, like these toxins around, our unborn child, but our born child, different story. Like,
I was mad at first, but I sat with it, and I'm like, okay, people make mistakes.
Sure.
So they'll learn from this.
Yeah.
And hopefully it turns out okay.
Hopefully it's a learning lesson.
And maybe in their culture at hospitals in China, that's acceptable. Not knowing what it is, but maybe it is.
That's also what I was thinking. I was like, maybe it's just not something that they
thought was incorrect.
Wow, just so bizarre though.
So have you had contact with them since they left? So did they, let's see, they were here for how many weeks before they got their passport? It's typically 2 to 3, if not longer.
I would assume, yeah. We don't really keep in touch anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I agreed with that. match meeting, I was like, I'm okay with whatever. I was very easy. I was a very easy surrogate to match with. I was like, whatever you want to do, we can do. And I'm kind of regretting it a little bit now, but
I was
you
gonna
live and you learn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you go to another journey, is that something you'll change?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah,
definitely.
Totally. No, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we can both speak to that too. I'm in touch every now and then with my first two couples. My third couple, I'll never see that baby again, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But you know, my mom doesn't get to see anything about her first or her last.
Third. The triplets are the only ones that stay in touch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I don't know. I mean, not like a daily,
no, of course, no, yeah.
a month or every 2 months, once in a while, maybe send like a picture.
Yeah. Like on his birthday. Like that's what I get. It's like, thank you. And it's like, you're welcome. What a cute baby. Like what a cute child.
My triplets used to call me on my birthday. Like my birthday, they used to call.
You're fancy, Mom.
So sweet. It's so sweet.
That's adorable.
It was cute because they were just like, thank you, like 5 and 6 years old, and they're being told they have to call. Who are you again? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, Ellen.
It's cute. Love them. Yeah. No, you're gonna have different relationships with different IPs.
Yeah. And I mean, going off of like what you've said about this first journey so far, I mean, it's obviously it wasn't detrimental. It wasn't, traumatic and like in like as what it could be.
Yeah.
In your health, you came out on top.
You came out, baby was born healthy, and like there didn't seem to be like a lot of drama, which like for a first time surrogate, because we're so naive as our first times, a lot of the times we'll get walked all over. So I'm like happy for you that like you had a good enough journey to be like, oh, you know what, I could do this again.
Right. I got very lucky. I'm the first to admit I didn't do as much research as I should have done, honestly. I should have done more.
Gosh, and you said you were researching for 6 months.
Well, exactly. And I still wasn't prepared enough.
So what were you not prepared for then? Like what did you not research to you?
There was just little stuff throughout the journey, like what I should have had in my contract. There was some stuff that I wish I put in or worded differently, and like the after, keeping in contact, stuff like that, matching points. It's just certain stuff and stuff I'm now looking for in a surrogate and like an IP that I wasn't looking for before. I was a very easy, smooth person.
Right. Will you use the same agency? Are you doing another journey? Are you allowed to share that? Okay. Are you using the same agency?
Yep. I am.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Autumn, are you matched?
I am. I am matched.
Are you kidding? Wait. You're how many weeks postpartum? Like a month?
2 months.
Well, no, you said October 4th. Well, the thing was October 4th, right? So you're like a month and a half?
Yeah. Okay, so it's coming up on 2 months because December 4th is coming. It's like next week. Yeah. Okay, so wait a minute. How quickly are you allowed to transfer again with this agency? Is it 6 months or can it be?
I have to wait till April. 6
you
months.
You do. Okay, but you're matched.
At least it's 6 months with this agency because there are some that are a year.
Yeah, a year. I was looking around. Not gonna lie, I was looking around. I like the agency though, so like I was fine staying with them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then you don't have to redo the medical and redo all that stuff. Ugh.
Okay, now I have more questions. So are we heterosexual again? Homosexual?
They're hetero again.
Hetero, okay.
It's another Chinese couple.
Is it really?
They're not international this time though.
Okay. Oh, okay. So are they're states? They're stateside?
They're in California actually.
Yay!
Perfect.
We're in California. Hi.
Now hold on. I'm thinking Disneyland trip for the 3-year-old. Like when you're like,
Oh
yes, definitely that.
So are you gonna come out here at the end and deliver, or no?
We haven't really talked about that actually.
Okay. I could see that. I could
totally see that happening. Yeah. But some people won't let you fly in the 3rd trimester. And if you're flying like 38 weeks, like that, you may be delivering a baby on a plane. So some doctors will not release, to let you do it.
Interesting. Okay, wait, I had more in my head. This is why I have a pencil and I just wasn't writing things.
So did you have a little bit more, you already said you did, but you had a little bit more criteria in the next couple that you wanted, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And your contracts.
And right. Yes. Okay.
Are you cool with sharing?
Sharing what?
Well, like what she wanted to add to her contract. Like, what did you feel like you didn't
like that.
get?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for the matching point,
Mm-hmm.
I can't even like at the top of my head. For the matching point, I wanted a couple that couldn't have a baby. My last couple, she could have a baby. She didn't want to use her own body to have a baby.
Wait a minute, Autumn.
Oh.
How did you find that out? Was that
Yeah.
just out there for everybody to know?
After I matched with them, she said something that was weird in WeChat. That was basically stating that she is going to carry her own child in a different, like another, her second child in another time. Like she doesn't want to have this first one, but she can have a second one, and she's going to carry her second one. Basically, like, thank you for letting me walk through this with you, because now I know for my next pregnancy, like for her.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
Very interesting. Sure.
So you had no idea because typically for surrogacy, people in one form or another need the help. Either they don't have a uterus, which would be, a single or two same-sex men, or the uterus just doesn't work, or they don't have one in a female, and maybe they've tried a bunch of times and just can't get pregnant. So it's very interesting to me that
that's a match point for me now, because
right.
that's something I
Right.
wouldn't say needed, but that's something I wanted. Like, I wanted to help someone who really couldn't have
Needed it. Yeah.
Right.
I get that. That's part of the point of surrogacy.
I was just like, let's match. Like, I was so eager to match. I didn't ask all the right questions.
No, I get that.
So did this current couple try on their own and just obviously probably tried on their own, couldn't, and this is kind of their last?
This new couple that I matched with has a 5-year-old and of her own.
Okay.
And she had a couple miscarriages back to back, and she just can't go through another miscarriage, she said. And so
of course,
this is exactly what I was looking for.
Good.
Perfect match.
Awesome. Oh yay. And then the big, it's a boy, I don't know, the 5-year-old. So he's going to be a big brother or a big sister.
Yeah,
that's very cool. That's very cool.
That's super sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how amazing.
Yeah. Good for you.
And so you got lucky. You got 2 golden hours with the last one. So are you, like, I don't know if it's in your contract. Are you putting it in your contract that you at least want like an hour?
Yes. So actually, I put it in my contract because I was listening to you guys' podcast. We were going through legal, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Like, that actually is something I want.
Yeah.
Again, didn't really do my research.
No, you're good.
No, nobody really tells you about that one. That we kind of found that out on our own. Yeah.
I did put it in my contract, and I will be putting it in my contract this time. The hour I got was the 2 golden hours. Like, there wasn't any hour. That was the
2 is beautiful. And no one was around to like watch you, and like that's amazing.
It was nice. I loved it. I would have loved them being there for the birth. Those 2 golden hours were what I needed to say goodbye. Even if it would have been nice, it was just nice.
Yes, exactly. So for this one then, are you gonna have your daughter meet the baby, or have you not decided yet?
If I'm delivering in my state, yes.
Right. Yeah. Very fun.
I would think they'd have her deliver here. I think they'd have her deliver in New Jersey, because that's just a risk to throw her stick you on a plane, and that's just a risk.
Totally.
But who knows? That'll be follow up with us, because I'd love to hear that, because if they're in California and they're getting a surrogate from New Jersey, it's like, all the surrogates in California, like
that is kind of
right?
funny, just like because they are from
in the
California.
state that has the majority of them. It's very interesting.
How friendly? I didn't even ask this. How friendly is New Jersey with surrogacy?
It's pretty friendly. The reason I had to deliver in Philadelphia is because the age limit here is 21, which I delivered at 21, but I transferred at 20.
So the age limit to do surrogacy, they have an age limit?
Yeah, you have to be 21. Yeah.
No, okay, that makes sense though. Well, okay, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I'm shocked to hear that you transferred when you were 20.
Yep, everyone is.
I'm very shocked to hear that.
Yeah. I was surprised too when I did. I mean, I delivered at 21, but
no, I get that. But like if you look up you know, like if you go like to like what are the qualifications, and it's like, oh, 21 to 40 or you know, something like that. And so very interesting. I mean, hey, more power to you.
So in this case, you could deliver in New Jersey if they have you stay local.
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, I could have delivered in Jersey, but in the contracts, when we wrote up contracts, I was still 20, so I had to follow the contract.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got you.
So
interesting.
Interesting. Yet in New Jersey, you can gamble. Like there's like
Atlantic City.
It's
whatever.
yeah.
It's all good.
So you really are the youngest that I know.
Yeah.
You really are.
Yeah, I haven't met anyone younger or at my age, honestly.
No. Well, it's really like I've never heard of anybody being able to do a transfer at 20.
At 20.
Me either.
Yeah. So then now I'm curious. How long after you did the transfer did you turn 21?
Yeah.
We transferred in February and I turned 21 in August.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did my whole pregnancy 20, basically.
Wow.
I am stunned.
I am too. And the agency didn't have any. No, I'm not saying that you. I think it's fantastic because.
No, I love that.
Well, they actually helped me like through because I asked them when I applied. I was like, I'm 20.
Yeah.
And I know we can't transfer to 21. They were like, no, like we can. We just have to get through some legal stuff, and we got through some legal stuff.
And you got through the legal stuff. Okay.
Well, I mean, you had a kid young. So like why you've done it? Like why would you have to wait? Like I get that. Like you are a mature talking to you.
Yeah.
You're not like
You're
I'm
not
gonna
21.
go out after this and I'm gonna go to a club. Like you're not like, you know. No. I'm right there with you. I never lived that life. I didn't feel the need to.
Yeah. I lived it when I was like 16. I'm good now.
Yes, exactly. You're like, you know what? I had my party days. I had a kid young, and my club ends at 9, like when they go to bed. So
Autumn, I want to ask a question. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. The reason for doing another one so quickly is, do you need to redeem? Do you need to get something out of the second one that you didn't in the first, or you're just ready? Like
both.
Okay.
It was an amazing experience that I cannot wait to start again.
That's
the birth was the best part, honestly. And some people are like, oh my God, the pain. I'm like, no, but it was such an amazing thing.
No,
yeah. And I didn't get what I wanted out of it.
Absolutely. No,
which
you deserve
sad, but
you deserve to get that. That's my favorite part too. I love surrogacy, but my favorite part is when I get 24 hours in that hospital and I just get to sit there and give birth and then get to like see like the end thing and like, and I get the epidural, so you get like the good drugs, like, you know, you just get all the good stuff. It's, you know, and that's another thing that I like to advocate for, because I don't like the fact that people are like, you get paid for this. Hell yeah, I get paid for this. You wanna carry a baby? I don't see you doing it, because it's always the people who don't do surrogacy who are like, oh my God, you get paid for that? Right. Do you want to go through all of the injections that I have to go through, all of the paperwork? Like this is a whole job. And not just that, I'm carrying a baby for somebody else. So now I don't just have this little baby's life in my hands. I also have to have a relationship with 2 strangers throughout this whole journey and make sure that, or 1 stranger, and make sure that they're getting what they need. Like it's a full-on job. You best be compensated.
And I know take the compensation and break it down over an 8-hour day, 9 months or a year. Yeah, you're making less than minimum wage if you do it that way. So throw that back in their faces and go, you know what? Just because I get the largest amount at the end when everything is good and baby is here, that doesn't mean that I didn't do all of this, from pre-meds to meds to carrying baby to post-delivery. Like it's over a year. Yes, ma'am.
It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. And guess what? You're already a mom. So you have that job. Some people have other jobs.
She has a job. She had a job when she just had to go off of it because of the hematoma.
No, I know, but I'm just saying people in general. Like this isn't,
that's like 3 jobs right there.
Exactly.
No, that's the biggest stigma that really irks me, because I'm proud to say I've done 3 journeys, and I was a single mom when I did it, and I bought me and my son a house, and I'm like,
exactly.
What are you gonna say?
Proud of that. Like that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing, because
bettering your life.
You just helped a family create, like you just created a family. Like there is nothing wrong with anything that you just did.
Nope.
anything at all.
And you should be compensated.
You're a
Every surrogate should be
superhero.
We talked to the Canadian agency and we were just like, because we heard all these mythical things like, oh, they have to pay them in gift cards and they have to do this. And she was really super helpful on how she explained the whole thing. And it's not tons and tons different. It's just they have to show every single thing and like kind of use it as an expense report.
Yeah.
So they still get compensated, which I was so happy to hear. But it's just done differently in Canada than it is in the States, which
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm so excited for you. So are you guys planning a transfer for April? Do you think it'll hit? Yeah.
That's the plan. April is the plan. Late January, I'm gonna do my medical screening. So
do you already know if it's gonna be like one embryo? Have you talked about
we
that?
talked about one embryo.
Yeah.
But if it splits, we're okay.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. Good deal.
Fair. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
This is so fun.
I'm also excited. I'm very excited.
Good. Oh, that's the fun part because even though your surrogacy seemed like it went pretty well, it just doesn't seem like the IP part of it was like maybe what you wanted or maybe what you maybe dreamed of. And because everybody's new at this. And so you're just like, well, I don't know what I want.
I feel like you got a piece of the euphoria at the end with having the baby, but having the parents there and literally seeing their face and like getting that experience. Because you said that your favorite part was delivery and like just add the parents into it. And it's this whole other level of like, oh my gosh, look what I did. Like,
I think that's what I'm missing, honestly.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
I didn't even get like to see them hold their son. Like it's just they came in my room, they said hi, and then they went to the nursery to get their son. Like it wasn't. I didn't really get that.
Did you get a thank you but like when they came in the room, they did say thank you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
not enough.
actually asked me to do another journey. Yeah.
Right then and there after.
Yep.
Wow.
Did you politely decline or did you say I'll think about it?
I said I'd think about it and then I declined.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Well,
I was put on the spot. I was like, oh
wow.
Well, one, you were put on the spot, and two, you're extremely hormonal, so like not cool.
Well, it was perfect
I
for
wanted
them.
to do another journey though, like from right after, even before I gave birth. Honestly, I knew I wanted to do another journey.
Another one.
Yeah.
But I sadly didn't want to do it with them.
Right.
No, and that's
mean, but I didn't.
For them, it was easy. They just had to show up one day and pick up a baby. It seems like that. Yeah. I had one of those.
Yeah.
Kennedy had one of those. Like, I mean, it's we all had one. It's like, it's just not what you're in it for. And sometimes you don't. I'm so glad you know your points that you want, and I'm so glad. So you're kind of clicked with these people. Like you feel like this could be a better relationship.
Definitely.
Great.
Oh yay!
Yeah. I feel like this couple's going to be more involved too because
they have a kid.
She's been trying to have a child. And she can't.
Right. Yeah. And they've been through it. They have a kid. They know the end goal. Like they know what's gonna come when they like when that baby's there. And I think it's gonna be kind of cool if their kid and your kid meet. Yeah. Because their kid's like 5. So like it'll be like, you know what, you guys go play and we're gonna have parent time and just talk and like hang out. So that's gonna be really cool.
Oh yes, I'm very excited. You're gonna have to come on for the second journey because we would love to hear about that.
I'd love to.
Gosh, so fun. Got any more questions on there?
Okay. I do. I have more questions.
All right.
Would you be a surrogate again? Yes. These are questions that I give to people. What is something you wish someone told you before you became a surrogate?
Not sure.
Yeah.
She said like you
did your research.
You did, which I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And even that, you said it was not quite.
I didn't get all of my information, even within the 6 months that I did research. It was just, I think you had to go through it.
Yeah.
Some of it to just understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like life lessons. You just have to sometimes do it and figure it out for yourself because things are going to work differently. Absolutely.
Have you recruited? I just want to ask, have you like your friend base or what have you, has anybody said, gosh, that sounds really interesting. I want to do something like that, like through your travels.
Yeah, actually, I am a recruiter at a different agency.
Oh my God, how funny.
that come about? Hold on a second. How did that
You
come about?
go.
Well, after I finished my journey, I was like, I love this industry and I want to work my way up to case manager because that's like my dream job at the moment. Like I want to work my way up.
Love it.
So what I have to do is start at the bottom.
Okay.
And so I went on Facebook and there is this Facebook group where they post only the surrogacy industry jobs. And this lady posted and I gave her my application, my resume, which has no experience in the field on it, but I gave it to her anyway, and she was like, okay, well, let's see how the first month goes, and it went great. So
awesome.
Autumn, I need this Facebook page.
I'll send it to you. I'll send you a link.
Okay. Oh my gosh, how funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
okay, well then
good for you.
Yeah, seriously, good for you. This is amazing.
Is it a paid position? I'm just curious.
It's I get compensated with like
if it comes
commission.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
If they sign
like
up.
if you bring somebody and they sign up and
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Totally fair.
That's great.
Is there advice that you'd give to someone who says that they want to be a surrogate?
Do as much research as you can, like as much as you can.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a great experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anywhere else.
No, true.
You really aren't.
You aren't.
You aren't.
It's such a win-win for both parties, intended parents and the surrogate, because it's benefiting the surrogate in such a way, and everybody has their own, like Kennedy with her house, and possibly that's what, you know, if you're saving for one, like, but it just benefits your whole, so it's a trickle down. Your daughter's going to benefit, your boyfriend's going to benefit from it, your family member's going to benefit if they come to your new place. Like it's not just you and the intended parents. I'm not just talking Autumn, I'm talking just the surrogate and the intended parents. It's so much more than that. So much more.
Yep. Like Ellen, my mom, she used, I think her last one was for nursing school, and that's how she became a nurse. And so that's completely changed our whole family's life because that changed her job. So, but you know, everybody gets families out of it. So it's fine. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Is there anything that we like didn't talk about or that you wanted to like bring up?
Because we jump.
We do jump.
We do.
We did jump throughout the whole thing, but it's
good. Blame her. She's the jumper.
More of a conversation. I talk to people and they're like, I listened and you guys are fun to listen to, and you don't just stay on track all the time. I'm like, heck no, we can't stay on track all the time. It would be boring.
She can't.
It'd be boring.
This is a mother-daughter dispute that we'll have off camera. Oh my gosh. Autumn, I'm really excited to follow you like on this next journey of yours. And I really, really, really hope that you get everything you want out of it, because
I think she will.
So deserve it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
She will. And good luck in the surrogacy job. Like working your way up, girl. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because that's one of the great things about a case manager is that they've have their own experiences and then they can share all of this stuff. So now you're going to have one that's kind of like okay, well, if I could have done it differently, I would have. And then you're going to have this beautiful one. And you're just going to be able to share, which you're already probably doing when you're recruiting, you know, telling people this and telling people that. But you would make a great case manager. You really, really would.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You would.
So more power to you. Good luck, good luck, good luck. And be well through this whole pregnancy.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
I know. Oh my God. Thank you so much for taking your time. I know it's like late back there.
Yeah.
No, thank you for having me.
Oh my God, our pleasure. Anytime. Seriously,
honestly.
we're serious. We'd love to talk to you about the second one.
Yeah.
During, after, whenever.
I know. Now I'm gonna like hit you up on Instagram all the time, because you're the closest person to my age.
Honestly, yeah. I was in a transfer group and they're all like in their 30s, 40s, and I'm like,
and I've had some people message me because they like, you know, they're like, Kennedy, I've said this on a Facebook group and I was like attacked for it, and it actually had something to do with the hour, and a lot of people had some negative things to say about it, and I just said, I mean, that's for them to think, but over here we're real big supporters of it, and if you were to talk to anybody in the Instagram community, they would, I feel like, agree, because I haven't had anybody backlash that.
That's so much better. The Facebook community, seriously, it's just I feel this is my take on it. It's a
Yeah.
bunch of mean girls who
It is.
think they know what's best and like it's
Mhm.
their way or no way.
Yeah, that's why I kind of haven't like gone to the Facebook side. I like my little nice Instagram.
Instagram. Is that so? That's what you guys are talking about, Facebook versus Instagram. I'm like,
Oh,
well,
sorry. Were
trying
you
to
lost?
follow.
Were you
Trying to
lost in the social media conversation?
No,
Oh,
I didn't understand what you said. You got backlash for something. What was it?
No. People have gotten. I've had people reach out to me and say that they got backlash for commenting in Facebook group,
Oh, for
saying
just
like, "Hey,
commenting.
yeah,"
Oh,
saying like, "Hey, you know, I asked to put an hour in my
oh.
contract," and
Mm.
people felt real negative about it.
You don't
And
deserve that hour, and yeah.
yeah,
Wow. You
so
deserve
I am
an
sorry
hour
for
more.
anybody. I'm sorry for anybody who's heard that, because like you deserve that hour.
You
You
deserve
can carry, if you, that's what I always say to people. If you can carry that baby for 9 months by yourself, you can have that baby for 1 hour. You're not going to run to Mexico,
Right.
and your mind's not going to change, and you're not going to want to keep this baby. It's closure.
Closure.
Oh my God, I forgot to add.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I did put it in my contract that I had the baby for an hour, I
Yes.
didn't specify alone.
Ah.
So
Uh-oh.
I'm so glad that I'm not glad that they weren't there, but I'm glad I got that hour alone.
Yeah.
Because if they were there, I wouldn't have gotten an hour alone with him. It would have been awkward. They would have been there staring at me. It
Yes.
said it like I did not specify, and I will this time.
Good. Good.
And
Good.
and honestly, like safe. I always say it's better to be safe than sorry. So even if you don't know if you want your boyfriend or your mom or your kid or your husband or whoever it is, just say, I would like time alone for me and my family. Like, and then they don't get to watch you, and like whoever you want to bring in, like that just goes for anybody. Then they can come in and they can say, oh, this was, because it's a team effort. Like it's everybody's involved.
Yep. They see the belly for the 9 months. They should be able to see the after product of this healthy baby that this whole unit helped you create and carry. It's yeah. So good. Be specific.
We're gonna normalize it.
We are. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna be good.
Has to be normalized.
We just talked to one agency and they were like, oh yes, it's in every one of our contracts. And I'm like, has it been there forever? Like, is that a thing? Or so they're on board. They were doing it. I was like, good.
Yeah.
So good.
It is.
Well, kudos. You're lovely. You are a lovely, lovely woman.
Oh, you are.
Really are.
And you're so young. I would have never guessed.
Ever. You probably get it a lot, but gosh.
A lot.
It's so well spoken, so oh my gosh, you got it going, girl. You're going places. You're gonna own one of these agencies before too long.
You could.
Yep.
Could do it. Reach for the stars.
You got it. You got it.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Autumn.
Yes,
we really
Autumn,
appreciate it.
Thank you for having me here.
Of course. Anytime.
Good luck and sticky thoughts come April.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Later.
Bye, honey.
Bye. Oh, she's like so lovely.
Oh, I just wanted to pick her up and give her a big old hug. Like
I could be her friend. Like she's just so sweet.
Oh, so well spoken.
We have so much in common, Autumn.
I'm shocked. How young?
I'm sorry. She did a transfer at 20. I mean, I had a baby at 20, so like I really couldn't do that, but like I wish I could have.
Wow. Did you transfer your first one when you were 21 or were you 22?
I was 22.
When you transferred?
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. It's impressive.
No, good for her.
Yeah. That's phenomenal. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And she already knows the stuff she wants in her new contract and she's already matched and that's phenomenal.
I feel like each journey that you do though, you will constantly be like, oh, you know what? I want to add this.
Yep.
Or this is more important to me than this. Like, let's fight for this. And you know, so like she said, you have to go through it to know what you want. And that goes absolutely. I agree with that. But yes, do your research.
Called journeys for a reason. Each one is going to be different. Yep.
Exactly. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for tuning back in. If anybody has any stories that they'd like to share with us, anything related to surrogacy, if you're an agency, if you're an IP, if you're a surrogate, if you're looking to be one, I don't know, just anybody. If you guys have any stories you guys want to talk about, please feel free to reach out to me guys in 2 weeks. Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy. Hope everyone has a safe and prosperous new year. How's that?
Yeah. Great word. Great word.
It's fine.
Look at that dictionary doing its wonders.
Oh, Lord. All right, everybody.
good.
It's been Stop, Sit, Surrogate with Kennedy and Ellen. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.